What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on yet another Christmas movie. This is the second for Disney Week. It is the direct-to-DVD sequel to yesterday's review. Today I'm going to be talking about Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Whereas the first Once Upon a Time of Christmas featured only 3 tales, this one featured 5 in about the same amount of runtime. The stories weren't as good, I think, in my personal opinion, but that does not mean that they were bad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to run through each one of them individually really quickly here. First was Bells on Ice, which was a story of Minnie and Daisy in an ice skating competition. For Disney fanatics, we also had cameos from the Fantasia crocodiles and hippos as part of the skating routines. Essentially, the story was about being jealous of each other, and then when Minnie falls and appears to get hurt, Daisy realizes what a punk she's been, goes over and apologizes to Minnie so they can continue being BFFs, and they perform a finale routine together. Second story was called Christmas Impossible, which is a Huey, Dewey, Louie, Scrooge, Donald, and Daisy story. So basically all the major Disney ducks that were not mighty in Anaheim. But all the Disney ducks are celebrating Christmas Eve. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are up to their normal shenanigans. Uncle Scrooge tells them about how you don't want to be selfish like he was. You want to make sure that you're on Santa's good list. Fearing that the boys are not on the good list, they take a trip to the North Pole. They proceed to wreak havoc on Santa's workshop, discover that Uncle Scrooge was in fact right and they were not on the good list. And then in an effort to change things, they help get the factory back to order after destroying it. And in an act of selflessness, they decide to write Uncle Scrooge's name on the good list instead of their own, which of course Santa ends up rewarding for thinking of others before thinking of themselves. The third tale was Christmas Maximus, in which Max Goof comes home to celebrate Christmas with his dad. He brings his girlfriend home, and Goofy proceeds to be goofy. Max resents him for it for a moment, but realizes that his dad is going to be who he is, and he needs to learn to accept it. And the fact that he's goofy is part of what makes him cool. Girlfriend seems to get a kick out of dad. And he gets over it, and they celebrate Christmas together, just like old times. The fourth story is Donald's Gift, and this one is the way I think a lot of people feel, especially with the sentiment of how Christmas starts way too early in modern society. All Donald wants for Christmas is peace and quiet. Daisy, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are also in this one, and no matter where Donald goes, he cannot escape people being cheerful and singing "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," and it starts to drive him crazy to the point where he turns into a Scrooge of his own, although not Uncle Scrooge. But he turns into a Scrooge-like character of his own that is just grumpy and bitter and can't deal with it, until finally he inadvertently vandalizes a window display, kicked out of the mall by a cop, feels guilty for his lack of spirit, and he sees some off-key Christmas carolers working on the song that he could not escape. So he stops, helps them find their spirit and their pitch and the rhythm, and Daisy and the boys, of course, come in and see that he's changed his ways and has the spirit again, and everything is resolved. The final segment is Mickey's Doggone Christmas, and Mickey is trying to decorate the house for the Christmas party. Pluto keeps interrupting. Pluto tries to put the star on the Christmas tree, but he knocks down the ladder, causing Santa Claus's heads to burst, food in the tree to fall. Chaos ensues. Mickey scolds Pluto and sends him on his way. Pluto decides to run away from home to teach Mickey a lesson, ends up at the North Pole with the reindeer, who take him in and decide to name him Murray, like Murray Christmas. Pluto starts to feel homesick. Santa recognizes this, gets Pluto home to Mickey in time for everybody to come over and have the big party, and everything is resolved. As with Once Upon a Christmas, this one featured Wayne Allwine, Tony Anselmo, Jim Cummings, Bill Farmer, Tress MacNeille, Russi Taylor, as well as Alan Young as Scrooge McDuck. Like I said, it's not as good as Once Upon a Christmas in my opinion, but there are some good tales and wholesome messages here. And for any kid or die-hard Disney fanatic, I would definitely recommend viewing this holiday season. What do you guys think about Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Let me know what Christmas movies, TV Christmas episodes, and animated specials you would like for me to talk about and review as we continue our road to Christmas here on the Casa D18 Studios channel. And until tomorrow, when we continue Disney Week with I'll Be Home for Christmas starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, and I look forward to talking to each and every one of you guys once again tomorrow.